If you're new at Bilbao with an hour or two, three, and you're happy to head off the beaten path and find a car museum with a difference, then you should really head to Torre la Zaga, which is a family-run museum that has an incredible collection of Rolls Royces. There's lots of other cars here, including a bright yellow Countach, Ferrari Testarossa, and an E-Type with many newspaper clippings plastered over it, including a huge version of Twiggy's face. But the cars you're really coming for are these ones you're seeing here, these incredible Rolls Royces in just fantastic condition. There's a whole mixture of cars from pre-war, there's Silver Ghosts, there's Phantoms from Phantoms 1, 2, 3, even into later generations, and there's a real mixture of other cars too. The people here are just so kind and gentle and sweet, and it's a really lovely place to visit. It really is up in the mountains. Some of the roads are fantastic to drive on, but when you get there, the road becomes a little bit rough. For our cars heading there, it was definitely a challenge, up and down the hairpin bends, but we enjoyed it. This was all built in 1985 or later, and it took about 9 years, and the cars have been collected since then. Some of them you may even recognise from Goodwood or places like that. They do travel, they do go to places. And there's even a couple of the Queen's cars in here. The first car you saw on the entrance show you came in used to belong to Sterling Moss, and the cars are being changed in the collection with some regularity, I suppose. It's hard to choose a favourite, but in this hallway, when we go further along, you will see a Rolls Royce Phantom with bare aluminium bodywork that's just been polished to a high sheen, and it looks absolutely fantastic. When you're looking out for the Queen's cars, they normally have a blue light on top that was to denote when a Royal was in the car. And it's really hard for me to choose a favourite because it's just such a wonderful place to walk around. And even better than all the cars, there's a couple of dogs running around, and there is a field of donkeys, which are really sweet and all want fuss, and some of them will try and nibble your fingers. I would have quite liked to take this Silver Cloud 2 home with the yellow headlights because I think that looks very cool. I'd happily drive around in that. So if you've got a couple of hours, head there, have a look around. You do have to pay to get in, but what a place it is to look around. If you like Rolls Royces, if you like a Countach, if you like a Testarossa, it's well worth looking at. And I almost forgot one of my other favourite cars, which is a very green Camargue that you'll see later in the video. That one is possibly the best because you never get to see Camargues anymore. You see lots of Series 1, 2, 3 cars, or Silver Clouds, sorry. And you get to see T1s and things like that. Not that there's any late cars that's in this collection. And occasionally you get to see Phantoms, but you very rarely get to see a Camargue. Brilliantly kept cars. I really was wondering how they'd get them so far up into the mountains, and if you visit, you'll understand why I think so. But what a place. Really wasn't expecting it to be quite so fantastic for a museum that is so remote. But really lovely. Well worth a visit.